toe. Hello, everybody. Hi. Oof, that's a lot, but that's fine. Anyway, so I got a gift from Cindy, and it arrived today. It's the Tarot of Magical Correspondences. And just looking at these, I've looked at like two cards, and it's jam packed. It kind of reminds me of the SKT in a way. This is hilarious. I see Beth. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Maybe it's Beth or something else. General attribute of tarot is the magician. Hebrew meaning house. Mystical number of the Sephiroth. 78, which I believe. It's not the last one, maybe. Path 12 on the tree of life, which is the path between Bina and Keter. Hey, Holly. Cindy sent me some cards. It's the tarot. It's the tarot of magical correspondences. The tarot of magical correspondences. My tongue is so tied. I had a good day today. It was a nicely paced day. I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to do. I sat at my computer basically from after lunch until I went home, so it was really nice. Ooh, this is a lot. But I'm excited to get to know him. So I'm only going to pull, I'm so tongue tied today, pull a few cards because I know Rob is going to go live here shortly. I'm kind of surprised that it's at a time of day that I'll actually be able to attend. LOL. But yeah, it was a good day today. It was a nicely paced day. No complaints. I feel like I could feel Mercury and Jupiter station prograde or station direct. Because it was at one point randomly earlier today. I just got like really sinky and like oddly happy. Like for no reason. I just got randomly happy. Okay, can I get like 2 cards? I would love to read these in twos because, or at least twos, because there's a lot on the images and it would be interesting to see if there's any overlap between them. I feel like I should go through even more of these. Reemy! Hey, Reem. What up, girl? Tarot Cold Journey. Yes. You could feel it mid-morning? Yeah. And then on the way back from lunch, whenever I see, or like 99 times out of 100 times, I see like an insect in particular, it'll move so slowly, or even some birds, like they'll move so slowly that I can't help but see it. And so when I was pulling into work from lunch, there was this huge monarch butterfly that was just like flying by the window. And then it like we had to turn. It's like it almost like flew into the windshield. I was like, hello. And then it flew off to the side, and then a yellow butterfly came and they both went off. We miss you too. Hey, Elay, I have no clue. I have no clue what the new shift is supposed to feel like. I don't know. I got a card. Illuminating Intelligence, the 2 of Wands. This is Chokma. Oh, girl. There's a pentacle here. It's the bottom right. I don't know the elements. I know Spirit is at the top. There's a 3 here and a crystal ball on a hand and a wand and some plant and fire. And on the side, it says the vision of God face to face. And then there's a crystal here. I don't know what the crystal is. Like, there's a lot of correspondences on these cards, which is why I was like, I would love to get. And then the 3 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. This is Mars and Aries. And then we have Saturn in Libra. Okay. I was like, yeah, a lot of these are intelligence. Just making sure. Guess not all of them are about intelligence. You saw a single monarch today too. What? It's them butterflies. You saw a bald eagle. Oh snap! Yeah, that's why I was like, "Ooh, I'm excited." It's the Tarot of Magical Correspondences. Cindy sent it to me. Cindy B. Thank you, Cindy. I could read the books. So this one has a B, a nose. It's interesting because the bottom right and the top left are connected. It's almost like there's a connection there from this one up to that one. And then it's Bina and Chakma. Chakma is what? Right eye, wisdom. Bina is left eye, intelligence, I think. So there's illuminating and sanctifying intelligence here. And then I'm like, so let me see what this stone is. Because that crystal ball in the hand, it's between the two wands. So it feels like there's a vision of a new path. And then the reference to the three with the three of swords at the bottom of the deck. It's like there may be obstacles along that path. Or maybe not even necessarily obstacles, because with Libra, with Saturn in Libra, it almost feels like complications in terms of like other people who may be involved. But it could be purely, I don't want to say imagined, but um, it's like we think that it might impact some, or maybe it does. Maybe this is us becoming a new self in some way, more distant from our old self. Hey, Skymaltress. Okay, let's see. So the Two of Wands, the Lord of Dominion, is that on here? The vision of God face to face, and the vision of sorrow. The elements and senses is fire and sight. The attribution of the pentagram is right lower point. We saw that. Meaning strength, authority, harmonious, governing, justice, bravery, courage, impudence, revenge, and anxiety. But what's the stone? What's the stone? I guess you gotta know. You just gotta know what these stones are. Precious stone element of the suit. So that's the fire. The symbol of the card. Mystic number of the Sephiroth. So this would be number 3. The other one is number 6. Number of the card in the suit. Living beings, real and imaginary. So that one has a B. This one has A statue? Dana, what's up? How are you? I feel like I thought about you recently. I don't remember why or where. The King Scale of Color. What does that mean? The Tree of Life. Yeah, magical powers, Western mysticism. Okay. Plants, real and imaginary. And then the sense of the suit. Oh. Like I said, these got a lot. I would I would have to break these down. What's this plant though? I almost wanted to pull because these go up to 78, right? I almost wanted to pull or no, yeah, well there's 45. 91. Okay, well I would have to do me some are there reversals in here? Yeah, there are. I would have to do me some research because I know that the Angel Tarot has some of the angels of the Shem, some of the Shem angels. But anyway, I guess we could look at some of these. I don't know what I'm doing with these. Occult or hidden intelligence, the Seven of Wands. It has number 28 on it. Oh my gosh. There's a rose. Looks like a knife, maybe. Some kind of lantern. Netzach. Is that a bobcat? It's the lower right again. Let's do like a card association. So I'm going to pull a card and we're going to see collectively which symbol we gravitate towards and what we get from it. That's what, yeah, I feel like I've met my man Charlie. I'm like, wait. Mm-hmm. Okay. You just did Pisces, Eve. What was that? What's coming next? Nikki? Oh my gosh. Why is it that every deck I get, the cards just like love the floor? The cards love the floor. My water bottle loves the floor. Oh, my remote. Might have been looking for that later. Thank you, cards, for helping me find my remote that I didn't know was missing. So a bunch of cards fell on the floor. These all fell on the floor. But the one card that stayed upright is the Six of Swords. So I'm going to show you the Six of Swords. Oh, wait. There we go. I'm not trying to cover anything. The new series starts tomorrow. Wait, did you? So you already did Taurus? Hold up. I gotta check now. Did I watch Taurus? Let me go to my notifications. I didn't know if Rob was gonna start early or not, but I'm not gonna be on here too long. Where's Eve? There's Eve. Yeah, next destination. Okay. Oh, it was like literally the day before Pisces. Stop analyzing. Oh yeah, that's the one when I came live and I was like, wow, Eva's trying to trigger me this early in the morning. 444. Hey, that's for you, Eve. Take those fours. I'm just playing. I remember that. I was like, Eve is trying to trigger me. Now the Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. We have those same 2 points on the pentagram. This one is the top left point again. And the bottom of the deck is the top left point. Hey, I see Pisces with the dolphin on it. Girl, yeah, I think I've met my match. Mercury in Aquarius, the vision of the harmony of things, intelligence of the meditating influence. Oh, goodness. If I can hold on to the card. It's associated with the sense of smell. The animal is actually the phoenix. And it's interesting that the animal is the phoenix on this card because you can see like it's a boat on water. So it's a little bit of like water and a phoenix energy, which is interesting because Russell. There's something about the shadows cast in this card or the rays of light that end at the sword. Tiferet is the heart. The number is 21. Girl, I would like, hey Malika, how you doing? I would have to have time to like sit with these and not be like, I'm gonna try to do a quick live before Rob goes on. And I feel like that's so many of the decks that I've gotten. Like the this is the third of the past 3 decks where I'm just like, I really have to sit with this to understand like what it's trying to say. So can I get one card, please, that I will actually attempt to read? Girl, how y'all get my personal email? Hello? I do need to do that though. It's open enrollment this week. Amanda! I am Malika, thank you. How you doing, Amanda? I just imagine you with the horses and the unicorns, and I wanted to say the crows for some reason. So 3 cards came out: the 7 of coins, the high priestess, and the sun. Occults are hidden knowledge and the 7 of coins. This is Saturn in Taurus, and currently Uranus is there. Did I see this card before? Maybe I did. Cause yeah, I actually saw this card before with the Bobcat, the number 28, the old-fashioned lantern that looks like Aladdin's. It looks like the planet Earth is here. There's the rose, the shovel, and then there's the finger from the painting with Adam. The horses have been a lifeline in crows. Oh, so wait, you are hearing crows? Okay. Because I was like, I don't think I've heard you talk about crows, but it just popped into my mind. I was like, with the horses and the crows. I was like, what? This is a different point on the pentagram than the ones we've seen. This is the lower left. And this one isn't connected to either the lower right or the upper left. So this is almost something else entirely. And this actually reminds me of one of the blood pressure cuffs. So maybe there's an energy of something restricted. Well, it restricts and then it releases. I don't know much of anything. Ariel, wow, like everybody is here today. Why? I mean, a lot of people are here. Not everybody is here. But how are you? What's up? And it's to check for the pulse, right? Maybe, girl. Like I said, I don't know. Next is also about endurance, I think. 28 is a 10, but a 28-10 doesn't necessarily feel like anything new because 2 is like stable. 2 is about dualities, polarities, different sort of ends of the spectrum. And then 8 for me, I said it's like a trap, but it feels very like self-contained. And then that's followed by the high priestess, which is uniting intelligence. This is the moon. Clairvoyance, divination by dreams. The 7 of coins was the vision of beauty triumphant. The vision of beauty triumphant. Eh? Yeah. I'm working now, so there's not a big book for the deck. There's this little book. Maybe there's some like stones in the back. It doesn't really look like it. Those are the majors. I don't mind intuitively getting to know a deck. Gemini 3 with the camel. This is the path between Keter and Tiferet, between the crown and the heart. It's number 91, which is also a 10. And so here, I need to be mindful of the time. Okay. I'll try to speed this up. Here's a 28-10, where it's almost like we experience more of the same, but maybe on the different end of the spectrum. And here's a 91-10, where it's almost like to complete this is to open up a new door, is to open up a new chapter, which leads to the sun. And this is the path between Yesod and Hod. I think Hod is all about surrendering, maybe, where Netzach is about enduring. And the Yesod is, it's the point before, it's the point where everything meets before the world is like created or recreated at Malkuth. There's also a gamma here and a rho here. We got another big cat, so shout out to the big cats. This one is a cheetah, question mark. Divination by dreams, right? I haven't had a dream in a minute. Well, I actually have, but still. This is so interesting. Is this Horus? Is this Horus? I don't know. I went to lunch with my mom today, and one of the dudes had an eye. It was either an eye of Horus or an eye of Ra chain. And I was like, what? And he had like gold on. I was like, what? Of course, he wasn't the one that I interacted with directly. There's a scroll here. There's an arrow, the camel, the pomegranate. Pomegranate being, I think the pomegranate was the only thing that grew in the underworld. Oh my gosh, look. We have the sun and the moon. What? The sun, the moon, and then Saturn and Taurus. Oh, look, there's both of them. See, he's looking over there, and then there's the other one looking the other way. And I've actually been thinking about this recently, possibly because of a dream that I had. And also, here's the arrow here. But in this one, it's like these little cherubs caught the arrow. Now, it might be a javelin, but it looks like they actually caught the arrow. The arrow's in motion here. It stopped here. So it has to be fired here at some point. But we don't see where the arrow was actually fired. But we know that the arrow was fired as a result of something that we were doing, because the Seven of Pentacles is all about cultivation. It's all about growth. We don't see the arrow, but we do see the light coming out of this lamp that looks very Aladdin Genie-esque, right? So it's almost an energy. There's an energy here with Saturn and Taurus of standing strong in the world. There's an energy of holding a light in the space of darkness long enough for something to find us. And it's going to come in quick because we go from like the bobcat looking thing to the cheetah. Rho is about density. Gamma, I feel like gamma is associated with light, maybe. I'm trying to think of where I've seen these characters in equations. I know rho is density. And density is the amount of mass that something takes up per the volume that it takes up. And if something is really dense, then it has a lot of mass and a little volume. If something isn't that dense, then it has like little mass and a lot of volume. Or you could have, so little mass, a lot of volume is small. Or you can have, I guess that's it. Right? The denominator goes up, the numerator goes down, it's small. The reverse is true. But what I like about this is, again, with that energy of the Seven of Pentacles establishing something, and with us holding the light long enough for us to be found, like that's what's giving it weight. That's what's giving it substance. That's what's giving it density. And it reminds me of the scripture. It's what faith is, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It's something like that. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And when it's held long enough, it's almost like certain things have no choice but to manifest. And that's exactly what this is coming into Yesod. So Yesod is almost the assembly point before it's actually manifest in Malkuth. And then we have the other side of this with Netzach, the 789. And then it goes up the chain to Tiferet and then to Keter and the High Priestess. So if there was a tree of life, I can show you. We literally have this as the Seven of Coins, this as the sun. So like this is here, this completes this. And then it goes up to the heart and up to Keter with the High Priestess. So it forms a downward pointing arrow. And again, it points down to Malkuth. And this is interesting because I had 7 test tubes that I was thawing out. And I actually, when I put them in the thing, they were in the shape of an upward arrow. But to me, it looked like an anchor. But now this shape comes out again, but it's pointing down. So I gotta go because oof, it's 4:59. Oh my gosh. It's 4:59. It looks like a human design graph. I would have to. Oh, see, it's almost like the hand of God. The finger of God is reaching out to touch whatever we've been planting. So it's like the behind the veil ethereal spiritual is lining up, syncing up with the scene. But it's almost like it all begins with what we are creating the foundation for and the intention behind it with the rose as well. So I hope y'all have a good whatever whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. And oh, it is a yacht. Is there a yacht in the sky right now? I don't know. I don't have time for astrology. No problem. Thank you again, Cindy. Whoo, girl, I'm gonna have fun with these. Oh, look at this tongue sticking out. And the turtle. Oh, you've been waiting for a while. And then look at the abundance in this Nine of Cups. Okay, at the bottom of the deck. Dig that.